My name is Mahar, and I'm a producer on NBA Live 19.
Producer. Wow, it's a good title.
Yeah.
But in true, what's your work?
Well, I started as a designer, and then I became a design lead, and now I'm a producer, so I'm responsible for essentially managing and more or less clearing hurdles for the design team. So coming up with high concepts, giving them to really smart and creative people, getting them to understand what the priorities are from a business perspective, from a creative perspective, and then letting them do their best work. That's it.
Do you know why you are the producer of this new NBA Live?
I'm one of several producers, but I've worked on NBA Live quite a long time ago, when I think it was probably in its heyday. I moved out away from EA, did some other things, and always dreamt really to come back and work on Live, and to try to make it an amazing product again. And we have a really great team, and it was a great opportunity, so here I am.
So, like FIFA in few years ago,
Yep.
not like Maiden because he was alone. You are a challenger. You are not the first, but you know that it's not a
Yes.
secret.
No.
But to be a challenger with NBA 2K in front of you, is it a bad dream for you or is it a motivation?
Oh, I mean, obviously it's a motivation. We wouldn't be here, and our team wouldn't be doing it. I wouldn't be doing it if we didn't think it was a motivation. And ultimately, when you have a competitor like that, it just makes you run and try and be more creative, press harder. So absolutely, I think it's a motivation.
What you do this year to be better?
Well, we've done two major things. They break down into more detail, but if I can summarize at a very, very high level, one, we've used RPM or real player motion animation tech, which was first spawned in FIFA. Madden has it as well this year, and we have it as well. And we have that on all our players throughout the game. So I won't go into a whole bunch of details about how it works. Essentially what it lets us do is it lets us put a lot more animation in the game, and while still giving players ultimate control over the animation. It makes the game look better, makes it look smoother, makes it perform better, and also it lets us make each character, each player more unique. So players like Steph Curry, or LeBron James, or Kevin Love, or Kyrie Irving, or anyone in between. It makes them more unique. It makes them more like themselves. Anywhere from their run cycles, their walk cycle, their jump shots, their dribbling moves, their dunks, and so on and so forth. It just allows us to have a lot more content and a lot more control over that stuff in the game.
Do you have some new plays for gaming, for playing?
Yeah, absolutely, new modes. So we've taken all of that and we've wrapped it around the core of the game is called the One, and that's a mode we had last year as well. And the One mode's really about your character. So you creating yourself, scanning your face with our mobile app, getting your face and then your likeness into the game and the product, and then going on this career adventure in the league, which is the NBA. So you're trying to win championships and MVPs and all that good stuff. You'll get drafted as you would expect, and then the Pro-Am, the World Tour. And this year, what's new in that is it's actually a true world tour. I don't know if you saw in the trailer, we have some courts that'll be in Rio. There's one in Paris. There'll be more that we're announcing at launch, and even more that we'll be releasing post-launch. You're taking that character and you're going around the world to play. And each of those, and the reason that matters is because each of those courts is different. They have different characters on them. The gameplay is different. The AI is different. The crowd is different. For example, they'll speak French in France, and things of that nature. So it really leads to it being a different gameplay experience depending on where you are. And as I was saying about the one last year was more about you and your character, and it's still about that this year. We're adding an additional layer on top of that called squad building. So like in our true RPG game, you have to go and earn these characters and kind of beat them, and then they'll join your team and your squad, and then you get to use them as you try to progress through World Tour.
If you have to choose 1 point, just one.
Oh, if I had to choose one, I think that the One mode is my favorite way to play the game. The one thing, and the reason that I like it, if I had to choose it as the one thing, is because it's the culmination of all of the work we've been doing across gameplay, our modes, our creation content. It all comes to manifests, our venues, it all manifests in that single mode together and working harmoniously. So you have this massive experience with your character, and you get to experience all of the best things in one place, in one way, in NBA Live.
And now my last question is always the same, very quick, very simple. Forget who you are.
Okay.
You are just a gamer,
Yeah.
and you buy your game. Enfin, not your game this
Yeah.
time. You buy the game and you want to play with your friend and explain to him why he have to buy it without any marketing or product. So, just your heart. Explain.
Well, that's for me. It's quite simple. For me, it's quite simple. If I were recommending this game to a friend as a gamer, I'd say NBA Live enables you to create yourself, every aspect of yourself, your face. You scan your face. You can put it in game. You can customize every attribute and skill of your player, all your clothes and gear from amazing brands that we have in game, and then you get to join your friends and play together in modes like Live Run, Live Strike, 5v5, 3v3. Our social capabilities in terms of how you play the game together with those unique characters and how the players come together to play is really my favorite part, and what I would recommend, and it is ultimately and instantly fun for anyone who plays it. And I would recommend to any friend of mine as a gamer that's the mode, the reason they need to get it. It is super fun to play with other people, especially when you're leading with your character.